We're back with Football 101 this week. Michigan beating Cincinnati. I'm Michael Spath here with Benny Jopru, former Michigan tight end. And early in the game, 13:59 to go in the first, and Michigan pulls their guard and runs with Ty Isaac to pick up about a 15-yard play here. Benny, what does Michigan do well?
So Michigan here is going to run a gap scheme or power scheme, whatever you want to call it. It's all in the same family. The interesting thing is here they run to the weak side with no tight end. They're going to pull the guard to kick out the defensive end. They're going to let him go free. The center and guard, are going to double team to the backside linebacker, and the fullback, Puggy, is going to pull around for the front side linebacker. Perfectly blocked up. He couldn't draw it up any better, and it results in a very nice game for the Wolverines.
Benny, at 11:57 to go in the first quarter, Michigan throws its first touchdown pass of the game on a very similar route and play that they ran for a touchdown against Florida, with a pulling guard here too, just to add a greater element of surprise.
Yeah, here, great play. Very, like you said, very similar to last week versus Florida. They're going to pull the guard for heavy play action. Basically seems to be a two-man route. Cincinnati is playing quarters coverage. The safety is flat-footed and just blow right by him. Crawford runs a great route. It's basically pitch and catch from there.
Benny, 7:01 to go in the first quarter. Michigan gets its first pick six of the season. Some pressure up front forced the quarterback to throw early, and he overthrows his receiver right into Tyreek Kinnell's hands.
Yeah, here, great look here. 3rd and 11. Michigan typically bringing pressure. Been playing a lot of man-to-man so far this day, and they change it up, play zone, get some pretty decent pressure here on the quarterback, get a hand on the quarterback, and he just overthrows the receiver right into the hands, and he brings it back. Kinnell brings it back with the convoy escorted to the end zone, and just a great play.
After a muffed punt return from Donovan Peoples-Jones, Cincinnati has the ball, and they have one of their positive plays and something that consistently run against Michigan. And why do they have success running this short screen against the Wolverines?
So Cincinnati continuously motioned their back out of the backfield to find out whether or not Michigan is playing man or zone. And in this case, Devin Bush follows the running back, tells you that it is going to be man-to-man defense. And now they are going to throw a quick screen, and they're going to try to get a 3-on-2 advantage. They're going to pull 2 linemen, and they're also going to have the tight end block out on Devin Bush. And they get the 3-on-2 advantage here, and they increase for a 10-yard gain. And they do this over and over 5 or 6 times this game. One of the Achilles heels of man-to-man defense is the screen. You never run a screen against zone. It doesn't work. It works against man-to-man, and we'll see it more and more this game.
About a minute to go, and this is one of Michigan's favorite plays, running the jet sweep with one of their wide receivers. Here's Donovan Peoples-Jones, and the inside linebackers, the safety, everybody bites the fake to the handoff to the running back here and just opens up a huge lane for Michigan.
So it looks like Michigan has found a potentially new favorite play. Sending the receiver in motion here. Last week we ran it to the short side. This time we have 2 tight ends to that side. Everyone's going to reach the man outside, quick handoff, and it's just a pure speed play. It's very similar to the play against Florida.
Well, and Zach Gentry seals it off with a nice block to start, and as you mentioned, McEwen would have been there, Mason Cole would have been there, but there was nobody there for them to block.
Yeah, just no one there to block.
Tyreek Kinnell is having himself a first half, and here he picks up the quarterback sack. What happens that allows him to get in there untouched?
So you're going to see the tackle is going to actually take the defensive end, and the running back steps up to help with the defensive end and just completely blows his assignment, and Kinnell comes free for the easy quarterback sack. It's every defender's dream. Blindside hit, free on the quarterback.
I got to imagine, Benny, as a former tight end, one of your goals is to never end up on your butt getting blocked or when you're blocking, and that's certainly the case for a left tackle, and yet that's what happens because of Chase Winovich.
Yeah, we talked about effort quite a bit last week and how this Michigan defense is flying around, imposing its will, its physical prowess on these guys, and Chase Winovich absolutely annihilates the left tackle for Cincinnati, who probably outweighs him by 85 pounds. Gets his hands inside and just buries the guy. Coaches always say, the defender's goal is to get their hands inside. You don't want to let a defender get his hands inside. That's exactly what Winovich does here, and literally bench presses a 300-pound left tackle.
This is a good teaching moment for Tim Jevin on the offensive line. Even with someone like Ben Bredesen, who's started 10 games or so, he's still got some things to learn at left guard.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Michigan here is going to try to run just a straight ISO play, similar to a zone play. Clint Hill's going to lead up on the linebacker. The left tackle is going to block out on the defensive end. And Bredesen is supposed to go up to the front side linebacker. The linebacker squeezes by Hill here, and Bredesen sees colors, so instead of going on to his assignment, he turns around and tries to help out on the linebacker. And it's kind of, the good old adage, do your job, don't worry about what other guys are doing. And, it's a teaching moment, like you said earlier. And we'll keep on improving this year, and this is just one of the many plays we'll learn from.
The defense made a lot of really good plays, but 12:31 to go in the third quarter, and this is one of those plays. Again, Don Brown will be able to show some film to his guys about how to better defend maybe this zone read that the quarterback picks up a nice gain on.
Yeah, so it looks like the Cincinnati caught us in some sort of stunt blitz, maybe even a run blitz that Don Brown was running. The linebackers step up, kind of fall for the fake a little bit, get caught in the weeds and aren't able to scrape to take the running back. And also you have to understand that when you're running a blitz, it does become confusing as to who has the quarterback. So it looks like there might have been a little miscommunication here on who actually had the quarterback given the run blitz.
10:49 and Michigan runs a power sweep to the tight end side of the field here and picks up a nice gain. Tell us why they have so much success in this play.
Well, Michigan, once again, they keep on running to the open side of the field, the wide side of the field, and they've had a lot of success doing that, utilizing the space and speed. We get a good down block from Gentry, and then here comes Perry's actually going to pin the linebacker. Tackle pulls around, and everyone gets a hat and a hat, and then McEwen, has a nice little speed bump tackle there. Great play, executed perfectly by everybody involved, and it's a 12-yard gain. Could have been more, yes, but all in all, a very successful play.
Benny, 5:01 to go in the third quarter, and a play that you love as a tight end. This is a 36-yard pass completion to Zach Gentry.
Yeah, this is a textbook West Coast offense. Bill Welsh, flanker drive. Tight end is going to run a dig route, about 12 yards and across the middle, continuing to run against man-to-man, which the coverage seems to be here. You have a shallow cross underneath. The quarterback's read is number 1 to the tight end, and then down below to the crossing route. Gentry's wide open, catches the ball on the move. Great throw to let him keep running, and a huge gain of over 30 yards.
3:01 to go in the third quarter, and Michigan's, this is a touchdown pass to Grant Perry, and why we pointed out is because the play between the right tackle and the right guard, this is something that Onwenu and Ulizio have struggled with in the first 2 games, but here they pass off the stunt a lot better.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, how they need to do a better job communicating, passing off the twist, and here they do actually, you can tell it's been addressed on the sideline. They've gone over it, and they pass it off absolutely perfectly. They take perfectly set, their sets are the perfect depth, and they pass it off with ease, allowing for the easy throw and touchdown.
Benny, 13:31 to go in the fourth quarter. This is a couple plays after Rashawn Gary gets called for a personal foul, and apparently you don't want to make Rashawn Gary mad.
Yes, you definitely do not want to make Rashawn Gary mad. They line Rashawn up at end here. We haven't seen him line up as a wide 9 here, an outside technique on the offensive tackle, and just a pure speed rush move by a big dude that's really fast apparently. Absolutely destroys the blocker, barely gets touched, and hammers the quarterback.